It is time now for Stephen Jones to join us, brought to you by Ford, your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. And good afternoon, Stephen. How the heck are you?
We're doing great. How are you guys doing?
We're wonderful. We're just talking about how big this game is. And to me, it's really a great chance to validate all this work that you've done with changing the offense and having all this success over the last month or plus.
Well, obviously, it's a huge game. Anytime you're playing one of your top divisional opponents in the NFC East, it doesn't get any bigger or better. And certainly it'll be great to have them in our backyard. Our fans have been amazing. I think right now we're on a streak where we've got the longest home winning streak in the NFL, which is hats off to our fans. And it'll be great to get Philly here in our backyard. Obviously, we played them hard and tight up in Philly and had every chance in the world to win that game, but didn't get it done. But hopefully we can turn the tables here and get this thing evened up, and we'll see what happens from there. But obviously they're a great football team. Their record speaks for itself the last 2 years. Their quarterback's, one of the best in the NFL. We got our hands full, and let's see what happens. But we feel good about our football team.
Stephen, is line one with you in the front office about trying to build a team that can win the division and match up with division opponents? When you look at a team like Philadelphia and the Commanders, the Giants, is that line one with you?
I think it's line one, but 1A is, you got to beat the teams in your conference, and then ultimately you got to win the whole thing. So those all are pretty close. And, at the end of the day, if you can accomplish the first one, which is win your division, you're going to give yourself a chance with some home field games and, to accomplish your next goal, which is win the NFC and then ultimately get in the Super Bowl. And so all those things are really important. We feel great about our roster and feel good about where we're headed right now. I think our arrow's up. You mentioned this offense is really coming together between Dak and Mike and Coach Schottenheimer. I think they're really, feeling what we do with our personnel and how to have success. And that's obviously a huge part of this. But, we still got a lot of room for improvement, still a lot of football. I mean, we've got 5 big games left, and we've got our work cut out for us, but feel like, this thing's coming together in a good way for us.
And, Stephen, speaking of the offense, the last time these teams played, CD had a career high with 191 receiving yards. You've seen a lot of great quarterback to wide receiver combos with, of course, Aikman to Irvin. Romo to Dez got humming. But how special is this connection with Dak and CD right now?
Well, I think it's very unique. Obviously, it has Dak right there in the conversation, with MVP, and I know that's the last thing on his mind or our mind. It's about winning championships. But and then certainly CDs and everybody's, top of the list in terms of the best receivers in this league. And, we got a lot of young players coming on. Cooks is finding his way. Ferguson's really stepping up, and I see where he's even mentioned as a potential Pro Bowler. So, all these guys are figuring it out. And Tony Pollard, I think we still hadn't seen his best yet. And coming off an injury, but playing at a high level, but I think he's only going to get better. So, and then having this offensive line play together week in and week out is a big deal. And keeping everybody healthy, Tyron Smith and company with Zach is a big part of this. And, defensively, we've played good all year, but, I know Dan's got high expectations for this group, and I know he's feeling good about what we can do here as well. So, like I said, we've got a lot of football left to play in the regular season. We want the arrow to keep pointing up, and it'll start Sunday night with the Eagles.
Stephen, are you as annoyed as we are with the lack of Micah holding penalties?
Well, I never complain about the officials. They have a hard job, period. I mean, it's very difficult, and they do the best they can do, and we ask a lot of them. I mean, I know our fans never understand all the different things that come with being official in this league, and they do a great job. You're always want the calls to go more for you than the other guys. But, Mike is a handful, and, I'm just like our fans. I feel like, every time he's going after the guy and someone grabs him the wrong way, it should be a holding penalty. But, that goes both ways. And at some point, everything evens out.
There was a fascinating article in The Athletic today that came out about Mike McCarthy and the use of analytics. I wonder, since he's been in the building, how much that's changed and evolved for y'all in the front office.
I think that evolves always. I give Mike credit. He does put an emphasis on it. But Jason Garrett, he's a Princeton grad and as smart as they get and believed in analytics. And, this thing evolves. And, I know people want to, say that, want to put an emphasis on it. But we certainly have a great group in our building that I think give us every opportunity to win in terms of evaluation of college talent coming out, or whether it's a week-to-week game planning. I think we do a really good job with our analytics, and everybody puts different amounts of emphasis on it. At the end of the day, you got to go out and execute, and you got to win football games.